Hello, welcome to the live stream. We are doing an impromptu. I don't know why this camera is so dark. Something got screwed up about it, but it could just be the monitor. I don't know. I feel like I'm in inverse. But the good news is that the overhead camera works, and that's why we're doing an impromptu live stream. Aaron knows what's going on. Apparently, some crazy white balance got set. Also, Machka thinks it's dinner time. That was not subtle, Aaron, by the way. You were fully visible crawling behind the camera.
That worked.
Yay! What was that?
It was green screening you.
Oh, that's great. Great news. Okay, well, you all are getting me. Hello, hi. Machka would like to be part of this plan with me. So, I got a new planner. It's going to obviously solve all of my problems, just like every other planner I've ever gotten, obviously. So, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna look at. I don't know if I can see chats or not. Really, at all. Nope, cannot see chats. It could just be because they're slow. Aaron, can you switch to the camera? I do not have control over my cameras right now because Aaron decided to change things again. I came home and everything was disassembled on my desk. Came home from work. Okay, so this is a planner. This is the Laurel Denise mini horizontal planner. And I got the 2025 dated version because it was half price. And then I also had a 30% off that coupon. And I am very curious about it. And I thought, hey, what better way to try it out than to get it? It's pricey like most other like small boutique brand planners. Okay, that is not working. You could just have this on the screen. No one needs to see my face, especially because I just got out of the shower. I think the usual price is $50 or $60. The size, if you can't tell from my hands, is essentially, I would say it's like a 2.5 Hobonichi weeks. What is unique about it, though, is that you can see the month and then you flip through the weeks. One thing that people were saying they would be concerned about is sort of the uneven paper between the months and the sides with the little weeklies. But one thing I think is interesting is that I believe this is 80-pound paper and this is 100-pound paper. And because of that, the unevenness is not that noticeable. And then I'll also say anytime you're writing on this part, you're going to be over top of that. So I started doing some pen tests to see, and I went through all of my pens, and honey, I got a lot of pens. So I might need some more small ones, she says, and then shows you an absolutely horrific amount. But I figured what we'd do is we would set it up for August. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this. I still have this Kimbor Weeks, and that is sort of the main planner that I'm using. But I figured we would give it a test. The 2026 versions of these come out in October, so I feel like I have like a good 2-month trial to do. One thing that I was very concerned about the space because this is kind of a minier size, but since I'm used to using the Kinbor Weeks, something that I thought was really interesting is the month grid is extremely similar box sizes in this as it is to the Kimbor Weeks. When I was writing in it, I was like, most of the writable space is about the same. And then I actually have more space to write on the weekly spread because there's 2 sides to it. So one of the things they recommended doing was like to set it up, like first with sticky notes and think about how you want to do it. So I think that's what I am going to do. One thing that I like about this is that a lot of my like big to-dos are on a monthly basis instead of a weekly basis, and I kind of hate having to like pull them over and over again. This also came in a beautiful box, but I forgot to unbox it on here. I got a pack that they have, because it is a spiral bound, they sell insert pages. Okay, just in case people want to see it, it's very much a planner person sort of box. Also, it is hard for me to show, so I'm glad I didn't unbox it on the camera. But it's a very pretty box. You could use it to store that, or like as I was going through my pens, you could use it to save because you're convinced that you're going to use the pretty box later. In fact, I now have a really outrageous number of pretty boxes. And so I gathered up most of the supplies that I think I need, but I have I kind of want to stick with a color palette. I might fill out some of the back ones. If you can see this back one there, it's the cleaning power pack. So this is things I need to clean, things to clean when I need to clear my mind, things I'm supposed to clean regularly, things that other people can clean, which I liked, things I really don't want to clean, things I'm told to clean occasionally, things that will take me forever to clean. And then it's got one of those like monthly tidying ones, which I figured I would Google some of the stuff because as we're about to have a house, like a proper house with a lot more maintenance and with tenants, I want to do a better job of keeping track of some of those things that I never think about. I used to always just kind of be annoyed with those because they were for people with houses and they'd be like, clean your gutters, clean out your air conditioning coils. And I'd be like, I love being a renter. Well, not a renter anymore. So this also has like tidy up projects, super long tidies, medium tidies, quick tidies. And then this is a perforated, slightly heavier pages that you can use and insert them. They fit into the front portion, like into the monthly schedule. But I don't think I'm going to do that for this month. All right. We're going to jump in, I guess. It's a little scary. It's always very scary. That's part of the reason I want to do it on a live stream is that then I wouldn't dilly-dally over it because I know that Eric says delegate all cleaning. I swore I put my pencil somewhere very smart. Now I can't find it. And I do want to do this in my pencil. So I guess I'm going to have to do it in an erasable pen because I can't find my pencil that I definitely was being very smart with where I put it. Oh well. We will do it in an erasable pen. What just happened? What just fell? Both cats are down here and something just fell and I don't know what possibly would have fallen. Okay, I've made one line. Okay. Everybody's back. Everybody says that we're back now. That's good. Sorry. Aaron did something. Blame Aaron. It's Aaron's fault. Okay. We're gonna set this. We're gonna set this guy up. And I was finding that like one of the best pens that was working well was the very small tip version. So I've got all these fine, but I think those are actually too small. I have this uni pen, 0.3. Oh, that is very worn down. Should I just get rid of it? Of course not. I'll continue to put it back. And this is a 0.2 millimeter. I feel like this might be the right. Yeah, let's do that for the monthly calendar. Okay, Aaron was not prepared for a live stream on a Saturday. Okay, we are transferring things from my Hobonichi weeks just to, once again, this is an experiment. We're going to see if this planner works. Okay. My plan is to color code different types of things. So an event will get a dot and then I'll color things. And then okay, so then this is the bus. And then we have an event, 6:30, stop requested. And then this is 6:12, bus to Pendleton. Grand. This is quite small to get in there, even with the 0.2. And I don't have particularly, like, I feel like I don't have particularly crazy handwriting. I do have little symbols, and I feel like I need this little symbol right now. Do I have an airplane symbol? I do have a little airplane symbol. There's my little airplane symbol. PDX to SLC. And then, is there a good one for birthday? I'll just put a tiny star. I feel like that was way too... Could have just made a star better than that. Oh well. Machka, Kugel, B-Day. And then B on B. And I need a color for rides for sure. Okay. And then we are going to, I think work travel days are going to be colored in.
It's definitely a small monthly. I just didn't want to have to carry around the larger size. I felt like carrying around the larger size could end up really screwing me over. Okay, and then it's work travel as well this weekend. Audio level is improved. Oh, that's good. I wonder why it was all screwed up. Okay. So, Baker City, (7 a.m. field). Okay, and then I have 9:45 a.m. skateboard, 2 p.m. rock kicking. That's a work story. Then I should maybe also put paydays in here, but I feel like I should probably do those with stickers. Mainly because I have a lot of payday stickers. I never needed to track paydays before because I got paid monthly, and so it was the same day every month. But now that I get paid every other week, I find it, I have to say, pretty annoying. I know other people like it, but I do not like it. Okay. Any other super important things that I need to put on here? Oh, yeah. Challenge ends. Post from Baker. Now, let's figure out a color coding. I guess work travel is going to be this. And then what color or what should we use for some other stuff? I have a dark brown, but then it's hard to read. So I feel like, should we use this green? Maybe this tealy green. That's like a little more. Okay. So that's for like fitness sort of related stuff. And then we need one more of the I kind of feel like this little reddy pink, nice and subtle. Okay. So this is work. And then this is for fitness. And then red is for, should I just say personal? I feel like I might want to drill down more, but I think for now we can kind of do that. Okay. And we're going to call Pedalpalooza Rides personal. Oh, I need to do an Oh My Dollar one too, because I do have one Oh My Dollar specific thing. Okay, now let's do all the work ones. And I put B&B on here even though I won't be in town for it because it's I have to do the social announcements for it. So it's good to keep track of those. Okay, and then I made this one for fitness. But I currently only have one thing because I haven't set up any skating things. Am I participating in the Fremont Bridge tomorrow? No, I have to work, so I can't do the one. Is this getting out of adjustment because of my pens? There we go. Can you guys see that better? Hey, Winter, thank you for joining the impromptu live stream. I got a new planner and it's going to solve all my problems, so we are filling it out. Okay, so we have our key over here. I have the rides. Do I want to put my, like, should I put the Machka and Kugel's birthday needs to be in pink. Okay. Question. Do we think that I should, like, put in things like backflip classes that I might not go to or not? I feel like maybe I shouldn't. And then this schedule needs to be like way more broken down. So we're going to try this with meals and workouts, even though like this week has already passed. We're going to try to do it over here so to like test out a layout before we fill out next week. How do we all feel about that? I feel pretty good about it. Okay, so I'm going to put appointments in this area. Also, I got a hot tip for how to kind of deal with the fact that the sometimes it can be hard to write up close to the spiral, although it's actually not that bad. So I got a tip, which is essentially you put a box that's slightly larger over to the side. All right, what we're going to do... Can I put them in pencil? Well, I don't think I can fit them down there. So, oh, the backflip classes? Yes, I could put those in pencil. The problem was that I organized everything so that it would be easy to find, and I've lost my pencil, which I thought I organized very well in all of my little cups of my insane amount of pens that I have. I cannot find my pencil. I feel like I'm going mad. Theoretically, though, a pencil would be the appropriate tool for this task. But I had it half an hour ago. Oh, here's one on the floor. I suspect that a cat put that on the floor. Yeah, that might be actually the way to do it, is to put the backflip classes in there. Okay. I think I got a bonus at work kind of unexpectedly, and I think that I am going to buy a 10-class pass for the kind of expensive backflip classes as like an accountability method for me.
I don't think I'm ready to do the like monthly membership there because I also pay for yoga. And it's probably just going to cause me a lot of angst about whether or not I could, like afford to, like, I would want to maximize, but I can't maximize my skating and my yoga and then the circus classes. Okay, 6 p.m. backflip.
I need a finer point pen is what I'm learning. Okay. And then let's see. Is it on the 18th too? Yes. Okay. So let's fill in the yoga classes that I've already taken this week, just so that we can kind of see what this would look like. So I think what I would do is put meals on the next page and then the yoga classes here. Well, I also want to do events. I should probably do my schedule first. And then, oh, I love this. Outlook has logged me out. So. Okay. 12 p.m. weekend stand-up. And then I also had a dentist appointment on Wednesday, which I would have absolutely put in. There we go. I would have put that in. You know what might work better than this? Oh, I love that. This eraser is great and terrible. Cool. Why do all erasers suck? I feel like every eraser is terrible. Okay, well that made it look great. I realized what we can do is we could use some of the sticky notes. So we had the blue as my fitness color. So we're going to use a little blue sticky note. And then I'm going to write backflip 6 p.m. And then that way it could be moved around if I decide I don't want to do it. They also sell sticky notes that like exactly fit in these, but I have really an abundance of sticky notes, so I will not be doing that. Okay. So I had a 9 a.m. stand up, then 1:30 news team, and then 2:30 stop requested. And then 9 a.m. stand up. And then 5 to 10 host. 5 to 10 host. I guess my question is, do I have enough room in here to also do my to-dos? So I have to voice track always on Saturdays. And then I have to do night note and timesheet. And I also have to voice track on Fridays. And then week in review. Cut. Okay. But I usually have like a lot more weekly to-dos than that. But most of those are the only ones that are like on a specific day. So I feel like that could end up working out well. Okay. And then 4:30 stream and 5:45 union. So personal is this pink color, so that's what I'm doing with the dentist that I have not put in there yet. And I am going to color in what do they use as events in the typical bullet journal method? Like, what do you use as a little denominator for it? Yeah, I remember I used to have separate art erasers when I used pencil in school. So that's really the answer. Okay, so since this is dried, I'm going to do dentist for personal. Great. Then I'm going to, fitness was this blue color. Was it this blue color or that blue color? Well, and then work is this color. I know the new planner is making me feel better already. Yes, great. It will solve all of our problems, obviously. All right, y'all. Now we're going to do I think my yoga classes in here on this side. And then any other thing. Analog clock or a triangle. What is an analog clock? Like, how do you draw it? That seems very hard to make small. That seems like too much work. My big question is, am I going to need a separate place to do my to-do list? We'll see. Okay. The nice part is a lot of this setup is not weekly, it's monthly. And you actually use your monthly spreads, which is a problem I always kind of run into. By the way, here's me testing last month all of the different, because this arrived today and I immediately started playing with it, of course. A circle with hands at 3 o'clock. Yeah, I am not going to be able to draw that even with this little 0.2 pen. Okay. So I say let's do the accurate view of what I did for class today. So I think it could be kind of cool to do like a triangle for yoga. $430 deep. Okay. 130 gentle. Then 130 Pilates. 430 yin. I don't think I have a very good small version of oh, also I had to do my shot yesterday, so I feel like I need a little shot guy. Okay. I don't think I can draw a little skate. So what symbol could use to represent skating? I feel like a triangle for yoga works pretty well. 430 deep. And flow restore. And then this one is hot fin. And then this one is 730 hot fly. Y'all, I'm so the circle with tick marks is so not gonna fit in here. We've got to give up on that idea. I do have these little symbols. Would any of them work for skating? Not really. I need a tiny skate, y'all. I can try to draw it. I think this planner is too small for me to draw. 10 a.m. skate. There we go. I mean, could be worse. An S on its side. Oh, but then I'd have to turn it. But I do think that that could work. All right. Now, we have the whole other side of this. And I was going to use this for meal planning, but now I think this should be for daily to-dos. I also have, like, I could do other little... I can try out other meal planning. I've seen some pretty cool things where people put all the meals that they eat on sticky notes in the back, and then you can just like put them in through the week, which actually sounds great because I always struggle with like, what do I eat? Okay, we had nachos. We're having pasta with veg. Stir fry. Yeah, and they also had it separated into like 3 different little panels. I actually got a dry erase like clip-in but I got the wrong size, which was just my fault. I was going back and forth so much about like which size of planner to order and if I should even order the planner at all, that I ended up getting the larger size of this, and it does fit in, but then it sticks out of the top. Because this is meant to be a wet erase for meal planning. And I could see it working actually really well as just like sticking up out of the top. But if you're taking it back and forth to work, that might not be the best idea. Okay. Spicy squash. Is that what we had? What the heck are we having tomorrow? I don't think I know. Well, we'll come back to that. All right. I do think I need a way to like easily mark the to-do since this is not lined. I think that they maybe do have a lined like thing that you can use. Wait, are either of these lined? No. I wonder if you stick this under, if it kind of shows you the lines. Nope, this paper is too thick. Way too thick to make that out. Okay. Well, what are my to-dos this week? EAS follow-up. Book Greyhound. Book Rock. Batteries for work. Photo form. St. Alphonsus. Air traffic controller setup. And no cars. Approval. Script Rancher. Okay. I did all of these things except one. But remember, we're testing this out for this week. We're seeing if this makes sense. Robin call. Okay, so there's like this notes page back here, and my plan that I'm gonna try out is that this page is where I put all of the in progress stories on sticky notes. And then as they move around in the editorial calendar, I can sticky note them on here. So I guess I have to do a different color. I already did that nice brown color already. Guess we're going to do red, even though red was supposed to be personal, whatever. So this story is EAS PDT to PDX. And then this one is rock kicking. Feature. Because this is for the whole month. So, Pasco Field. I actually realized it would be better if I could like get this to fit in. That's way too small. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do this. My grandmother kept a list of recipes she made regularly when go through and to make the week's menu. I love the idea of shuffling the sticky notes. I hope it works. I liked the idea of having them in like 3 columns and like stuck in the back, and they're like in columns by like, you know, stuff that's easy to make, stuff that uses leftovers, stuff that uses up vegetables. I don't know, you know, like those sort of things, or just like organized by the number of minutes. I don't know. Okay. Skateboard. Feature. Medicaid. Feature. And then I have QAs, but I'm going to put them on different color sticky notes because they don't actually involve quite as much work. Okay, so the first book is called, crap, what is it called? It is, I have the arc around here. I cannot remember what the arc is called. I'm just going to call it Memoir Salish QA. I'm going to put in notes October release. And then I've got one other horror QA October release. Okay, those are the big ones that I'm working on right now. I need that sticky note to be the same size as the other sticky notes, so I gotta make it smaller. Okay, so EASPDT2 PDX QA. Okay. So that's my work stuff. Now the question is, how do I like easily mark the distinction between the work stuff and the other stuff? Because I have a lot of other to-dos. But I don't know if I like... Early in the week, you feel like you don't want to... Oops, I wrote work. So we're gonna put a different header on it. This is where it's helpful that I have so many stickers. Oh, we do have live stickers. We could definitely use those. I know I've been light about the stickers because I like actually need info in here, but I'm putting a tiny traveling cat sticker on that one. Because it's too fun. And since this is a bus trip, do you like how I immediately got distracted? Immediately got distracted. I just put a planner cat over it. Is it the most beautiful layout ever? No. Should we do the little live stickers? We probably should. I guess I can do. They're just so. I feel like I need some in the colors of my beautiful artwork. And I did a live today, so we're gonna put that in there. It does make it look a little less aesthetic, but possibly more functional. So, you know. Okay, what are the other to-dos this week? Wallpaper, schedule. Aha! I just remembered a thing that is happening later this month. The only problem with the sticky note is that I need the room down here. Okay. Wallpaper! I'm also going to write a little note. New planner day. Okay. And this one is 9 a.m. skate. Oh, I just got a reminder it's time to feed the cats. But the cats already passed out. Aaron must have fed them and I didn't realize it because I feel like they have now completely chilled out. So shoe cleaning kit? Question mark, question mark. I have these pair of shoes that I just cannot get clean with my current tools. And I'm trying to figure out if they're like white tennis shoes. And I'm trying to figure out if I should buy cleaners online. They're clean, but they're not as clean as I want them to be. What other things do I have? Order. Poof. Okay. Is it beautiful? No. So Mondays and Tuesdays, the things I usually have to do are, tomorrow I also have to post live for Tuesday. That's another, like, to do. we're gonna come back to that kind of layout because I do want like a cleaning checklist. They just gave up. Oh, they went to bed. That's very funny. They are very tired and done. Now, let's do the monthly to do. How much work stuff should I put in there? I feel a little intimidated putting the monthly to-dos in there. But we got to do it sometime, right? Let's actually do next week's weekly first with this same layout. I mean, this is looking pretty functional, I would say. Okay, so we're gonna do a divider down the middle. This comes with a cute little scalloped edge one, and I kind of want to use the scalloped edge one, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do like a light gray though. Okay, so schedule first. And we're going to do a circle for event. No, circle is supposed to be a checkbox. We're going to try a star this time for event. 9 a.m. skate. $10:30 mags. And 12 p.m. weekend. 2 p.m. rock. $4:30 live. 5:45 union. $7:30 hot vin. 7:30 hot fly. 12 p.m. deep. All right, what else do we have registered? Ooh. I feel like the 6 p.m. hot fly might be actually a challenge on Wednesday, and I've decided to fix that with the 7:30 flow and restore, just because I have to bike like across town. Flow, restore. I don't know if I'll make the 6 p.m. one on time. I have to get slides for Prez done on Monday. And then Hot Gentle. $9.45 skate. Then voice track, weekend review, voice track, night note, and live. Okay. 4:30 deep. That's not skating class. I should write skateboard. What should I write? Skateboard report. Okay, deep stretch. And 4:30 deep. $130 gentle and $430 yin. Okay. Great. I really got to find a better symbol for skate than drawing little skates. We'll have to come back to that. Okay. The meal planning, I guess we're going to work out later. Now, let's do our little headers. Okay. I think I'm just going to do my own headers. How is everybody doing, by the way? Thank you all for joining while I'm here working on my new planner. Clearly all my problems are going to be solved from it. Work. Okay, EAS2. Skate report. Skate script. Rock script. At work with ranch film. Shane. Meeting. Slides. Baker. What other things do I need to do? Start rock. And invites. Baker. All right, I'm going to leave some space, and then I'm going to do a personal one here. Okay. I'm just going to call it not work. Slides. Oh my dollar. live. Setup, skate, lesson. Conditioner. I need to buy some conditioner. That's very silly, but it's true. And I'm traveling the week after. Okay. Oh, right. Radio at work with. FAA follow. B on B Metro? Question mark. Great. All right, I'm sure I'll think of some other things. I still don't know where like my weekly cleanings are gonna go. We do have this little, I have this little thing that can fit in here. So whatever this is like weekly, you can like cut these out and they'll fit in. Oh, wait, these are stickers. Okay, that's pretty cool. We're gonna put this in. These are little stickers. So we're gonna find a place that we can fit this in. What if it's just down here? Okay. The monthly chores are bathroom. Well, these are the weekly. Vacuum. Sheets. Laundry. What's one other thing I clean? Oh, yeah. Mop. Okay. And then for the first week, I've done these already. I feel like this is a good opportunity for a dot. One of the personal dots. That's pretty good. I actually really like that there. These actually don't need to be in this month because they're going to happen during next month. So there we go. Okay. I'm still intimidated by doing the whole month's to-do list, but we're going to do the habit tracker now. All right. We're going to do, the top one is yoga, skate, floss. I am trying to get better at flossing like every day instead of every other day where I lie to myself about it. Ursula says, enjoying the working. I'm sewing a tote bag currently. Oh, that's great. See, look, this is, I'm helping other people do things that they need to do. For now, we're just going to do Duolingo. I am a couple months away from a 3,000 day streak in Duolingo. And by then I hope to find another thing to replace it with, pretty much. Okay. Yoga is blue, so that's actually what we're going to do. We're going to color it in all the days that I did yoga this month. And we do have the data, so... Okay. Thus far, I have done it 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, skating is going to be 1, 4, 5, and 6. Check out Memorize for duo replacement. They don't have Croatian. This is the problem I'm running into, is that I actually would prefer to stick with Croatian. There's only 2 of the like apps that have Croatian, and neither of them are particularly good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Haven't done 9 yet. And Duolingo was also red. 1, 2. I'm learning Dutch right now, and there are only like 4. Yeah, I have to tell you that Croatian's even less likely. Eric is watching Miss Scarlet on PBS. Is that what you're doing while watching this? I love that you're watching 2 things simultaneously. What other habits do I track, y'all? I guess I'll come back to it. I kind of wanted to do like a no-buy tracker, but I haven't entirely like figured out what I'm not currently tracking that. I mean, I track everything I spend, but I don't track if it's a no-buy or not. I'm going to just put a question mark, 6 p.m. backflip. Not that many people speak Croatian, but it is mutually intelligible with more languages, so. On a scale of 1 to 10 pens, how many pens is the functionality of this planner? How does this planner suit your needs? I don't know. The functionality I feel like is high, which is why I bought it. That being said, I won't really know. It's bigger than the current, like, I'm currently using a Weeks. So I think it's going to be really functional, but that's why we got it, to test it out, to see. But I feel like there's a lot of potential here. The downside is how small this monthly is, but I wanted to try out this smaller layout first. But I love that you can see your monthly at the same time that you can see your weekly. What I really want is the vertical, but the vertical is wasn't really quite available. Okay. I'm afraid to do this, to do monthly, so we're going to do it on a sticky note because I'm unwilling to commit, y'all. So we're going to put a long sticky note on the side because it feels like a lot to commit right now. I want to, but I'm not there yet. Oh, I guess one of the problems is I don't really have the right size sticky note, believe it or not, despite having all of these sticky notes. Got one of these ugly ones. I feel like this purple one is the best option, and then I'll just... Oh, but the tab... I feel like the sticky note might be uglier than just possibly doing a bad job of writing in it. I don't feel prepared yet for the for doing it. So the functionality of this planner is I think it's going to be an 8 out of 10 pens, but how well it suits my needs, I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, we got to do 5 to 10 host, 5 to 10 host. I'm so afraid of to do this month, guys. I guess we're gonna write it on a sticky note, but in here first. That's how scared I am of it. Then we'll come back around. That's my plan. Okay, so what do we need to do this month? We need to house, wallpaper, cushions, back cushions, live setup, question mark. What is a growing gaming backlog be? Like, is this games that you need to start playing that you've bought already? Is that how that works? I'm not a gamer, so I don't know what a backlog is for you. Okay, wallpaper cushions, back cushions, a live setup. I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. Then work, stop requested event, host con, games that have been bought but not played. That's very interesting to me because I don't know if I could buy a game and then not play it, but I also don't. I also don't play games, so. Winter says, have a good one. See you all on Tuesday. Thank you for coming. We'll probably talk about economics on Tuesday because there has been some economic news, but, you know, I was very excited to try out my planner. Oh, yeah. CSA bag. Trash. EAS report. Rock. Skateboard. Passcode, stop requested. Oh, yes. I just remembered a thing I need to do on Monday. Book, HostCon, rest. Great. Oh, the lighting is fantastic. Sorry guys. I don't know how to compensate for the maybe if I block the light, it'll normalize a little better. That kind of worked. I'm blocking it with my Kinbor. Okay. I need to do more of a think about what events need to get done this month. Life, book, skate test, book, lesson, return, boots. Maggie Underwood says, hi, just got here. What's the planner? This is the Laurel Denise mini horizontal planner. And I got it was very on sale. I got the 2025 one so that I could try it out. The 2026s will be released in October, and I thought I would try it out. The cool part about this planner is that the weeklies live inside of the monthlies. So you can always see the month when you're on the week instead of like flipping back and forth like a normal planner. So we're going to see if it's going to work. I don't normally like spiral bound. I guess this is coil bound, not spiral bound, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, how it's going to be. But we thought we would try it out. But I'm too afraid to put my monthly to-do list over there, so I'm making it on a sticky note right now. You know what? I just realized I have a monthly to-do list already in my Kinbor weeks. They're mostly work ones. Oh, I do need a pack for my trips. Pack trip 1. Pack trip 2. And I should probably call the consulate again. Panel cues. And yeah, all right. That's actually plenty, really, for a month. And then, oh my dollar. Lives. That's times 4. And then the other one is Prez 820. And then maybe start Budgetober design. All right. All right, y'all. I think this might be enough. I think I'm going to mark the... It's so cool because you don't have to flip back and forth to the month or not. So it's just like to the notes pages in the back. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm sorry that the light is just... I have to put this back up again. You know, someday I'll have curtains and I'll be able to block lights. But the house someday will be done. All right, y'all. I think this is good. I hope you have enjoyed the impromptu, very random live stream situation. And I will see you all on Tuesday. And we'll see if the Laurel Denise solves all of my problems. I'm going to put that little pen there. And then the other like pen color I feel like would be useful is this mild liner, this gray mild liner. So I'm going to put those two in there because I'm not going to carry around a Tombow. I didn't use any of my like overly complicated ones. I will at some point like do a little more decoration on this on the outside, but I don't think it's the time to do it yet. We will see. And then people set up the front page, but we're not doing that yet. We're not doing it yet. Got it fresh. I was so excited. I didn't expect this to come till Monday. So there we go. All right. Stay safe, stay hydrated, pet a cat if you have one available. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, y'all.